Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Gas Industry Award 2021. I'm IGEM's President, Duncan Wong. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this year's award. Like many events, the Gas Industry Award had to be postponed in 2020 due to the pandemic. The decision to move the awards means the nominees will receive the full coverage they deserve, and the winners will now receive their long-awaited accolades during this live online ceremony. On behalf of the event organizers, IGEM and EUA, I'd like to thank the awards sponsor. Without your support, this event would not be possible. Our keynote speaker for today's event is Jonathan Brearley, CEO at Ofgem. Jonathan has wide-ranging energy sector experience and has led the development of the Climate Change Act as Director of the Office of Climate Change, a cross-government strategy unit focused on climate change and energy issues. I'm looking forward to hearing from him. I would also like to wish the best of luck to all our finalists. The quality of nominations improves every year and make the judging harder, but equally more enjoyable to see the developments and improvements in this sector. I now hand you over to our esteemed host, Dallas Campbell. Dallas' television presenting career started with the Gadget show and Bang Goes the Theory. Most recently, he presented Positive Energy on National Geographic, where he traveled the globe, meeting the innovators that are creating new ways to power the world in the future. Thank you. Now I hand over to Dallas.
Thank you very much, Duncan, and welcome to the Gas Industry Awards 2021. My name's Dallas Campbell, and I'm going to be your host this afternoon. On behalf of the event organisers, IGEM and EUA, I want to say a huge thank you for joining us for this virtual awards ceremony, wherever you may be. Hopefully you're somewhere interesting, somewhere fun, somewhere comfortable. This is the first ever live virtual Gas Industry Awards, and I've got the pleasure of comparing this event from a beautiful, glamorous studio at IGEM Central here in East Midlands Parkway. In fact, this is the first time I've actually worn clothes pretty much for a year, so it's a great pleasure for me to be here. Since it began in 1998, the Gas Industry Awards has developed a reputation for uncovering extraordinary talent and innovation, and the judges tell me that this year is no exception, and they've had a hard time selecting who to shortlist and who will be crowned winners of this year's award. So judges, thank you very much for all your efforts. I know it's been very, very tough. And with the standard of entry so high, each of the individuals and companies nominated for an award can be extremely proud of their achievement. So congratulations to you all, particularly this year. Right, so here's how it's going to work. We've got 10 categories of award. And for each category, we'll mention the shortlisted nominations as a reminder who's in the running. Before I announce the winners, I've got a lovely stack of very, very fancy golden envelopes here. And then the finalists are all going to be joining us virtually and will be brought onto the screen before the big reveal, before the opening of the great envelope. And then each winner will then have a chance to come onto screen and then to accept their award. Briefly, you're allowed to gush, you're allowed to weep openly, but relatively brief. Don't forget, if you're on Twitter, please join in the celebrations and include the hashtag GasAwards in your tweets. Look forward to those. Right, the first award for this afternoon is for Manager of the Year, and this is sponsored by Radius Systems.
Manager of the Year, sponsored by Radius Systems. And the shortlisted nominees are Hilary Buxton, Director of Engineering, Cadent. Julia Dwyer, Director, Cadent Foundation. Omar Fayez Mohammed Al Mahadi, Planning General Manager, Egypt Gas. Richard Hines Cooper, Head of Innovation, Northern Gas Networks. The Manager of the Year 2021.
Let's have a look at our wonderful nominees for this award, if we can get them all up on screen. Okay, right, we've had some exceptional nominations this year, and the judges, because of that, have decided, apparently, to have chosen 2 people to win this category. And here we are, in envelope number 1 of the afternoon. Okay, Manager of the Year, the award goes to, drum roll please, Hilary Buxton, Director of Engineering at Cadent, and Julia Dwyer, Director at Cadent Foundations. So congratulations to Hilary and Julia. Round of applause, confetti. Hilary's been recognised for thriving on complex, potentially unsolvable problems. She's constantly working with and leading her team, adapting behaviours and experimenting with solutions. And Julia has been acknowledged for moving at pace to establish the Cadent Foundation. She's led by example, inspiring others at every opportunity. And this has enabled rapid progress to be made, making a lasting difference to some of the most vulnerable people in society. So Hilary and Julia, please come forward. I don't know how you come forward, but come forward wherever you are to accept your awards. Hilary, if you want to say a few words first.
Well, thank you. I was very flattered to be nominated, and I'm absolutely delighted to receive this award. And I think it reflects right back at the wonderful team that I have the privilege of working with. It is a real pleasure working with individuals with such diverse skills, experience, and ingenuity. And it's great to channel that together and create some fantastic engineering solutions. So while I feel very privileged, and thank you very much, I think this is all about the team. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Hilary. Okay, and congratulations to you. And a few words from Julia, if she's there. Do we have Julia?
I am here.
Oh, she's here. We can't see you, but we can hear you. So away you go.
Hi.
Now we can see you. There you are.
Thank you. So no, thank you to IGEM and the EUA for the award. It really is an honour. Establishing the Cadent Foundation has been an absolute honour, and it's been the most rewarding role I've ever had, and it really is making a difference to people and communities across Cadent's network. But I must say a huge thank you to the wonderful foundation team who work hard absolutely every day to make this all possible, and also to Cadent for giving me the great opportunity to do this role. It really is, it's great. Thank you.
Great, thank you very, very much. Well done to Hilary and Julia. Congratulations on our first award. Right, our second award is for Engineer of the Year.
Engineer of the Year, and the shortlisted nominees are Will Johnson, Technical Applications Director, Control Point. James Hatt, Head of Operational Change, Morrison Energy Services. David Ray, Project Manager, SGN. David Butler, Director, SGN Natural Gas. The Engineer of the Year 2021.
Okay, let's have a look at our lovely nominees for this award, wherever they may be, in spare bedrooms, sitting rooms. Here we are, there we are, brilliant. Okay, similar to Manager of the Year, the judges wanted actually to recognise 2 of the nominees that you just heard from there. So the winners, plural, of Engineer of the Year is David Butler, Director of SGN Natural Gas, and David Ray, Project Manager at SGN. David Butler has been acknowledged for his contribution to the safe, efficient and cost-effective delivery of Northern Ireland's newest gas distribution network, and David Ray has been distinguished for his work as the principal engineer responsible and accountable for the project to replace the pipeline crossing the River Clyde in Scotland. So come forward and accept your awards first. We've got David Butler first, I think.
Hello,
David.
just to say I'm absolutely thrilled to be named Engineer of the Year. I suppose this is an award just to be shared with the whole team here at SGN Natural Gas. Without everybody else, there's no way I would have been able to achieve this. So it's great to get the recognition from the judges. Looking forward to celebrating it with my colleagues here and with the wider SGN family as well.
Thank you, David. I think we were slightly struggling with your sound there, or you sounded like a little bit garbled, but we got the gist, so congratulations to you. And from our other David Ray. David, are you there?
Yes, and thank you very much, IGEM and EUA for this award. I'm thrilled to have won it. It's a fantastic achievement. The Erskine Bridge project was very, very technically challenging engineering project. I'd like to thank a couple of people at SGN for giving me that opportunity. My line manager, Chris Park, and our director, John Lobin, who trusted in me to deliver this complex project. It was a real challenge, but it was a real honour to be able to do so. And to be given this award for it is a real honour. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank everyone in the team who supported me in delivering this project as well.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, both of you, for amazing work this year. So congratulations to you. Right, now, next this afternoon, we have the Young Persons Achievement Award, sponsored by Wales and West Utilities.
Young Persons Achievement Award, sponsored by Wales and West Utilities. And the shortlisted nominees are Gulraj Chatha, Engineering Manager, Assurance and Compliance, Gadget. Tom Cliff, Project Lead, GERS Designer, D&G Utilities. Megan Dudley, Customer Service Agent, National Grid Metering. Christopher Stamp, Senior Pipeline Inspector, R&L Project Services. Joseph Stamp, Senior Pipeline Inspector, R&L Project Services. The Young Persons Achievement Award 2021.
Fabulous. Congratulations to everyone. Let's have a look at the nominees for this award. Hi, everyone. Okay, now this was equally a difficult decision for the judges. So likewise, the judges felt it was essential to recognise two winners. So there's two of you again winning this award. The winners of Young Persons Achievement Award is Gulraj Chatha, Engineering Manager, Assurance and Compliance at Gadget, and Christopher Stamp, Senior Pipeline Inspector at R&L Project Services. Congratulations to you both. Gulraj was recognised for his drive, dedication and focus, which has transformed the efficiency and effectiveness of the company's processes. And Christopher's nomination stood out to the judges. It acknowledged him for his known skill and work ethic. He's regarded as a binding force in the team with great character, and his achievements are worthy of huge recognition, particularly as he was diagnosed as being severely dyslexic from a young age, but this has never been seen as an obstacle. So Gulraj, first of all, come forward and accept your award.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a great honour, and this is really received on behalf of many colleagues across Gadget, across all functions, engineering, IS, operations, projects, who helped us implement some of our best practice processes, and we're proactively sharing with all gas operators. So please contact us if you wish to know what we've done and to collaborate. And thank you very much.
Very much, Gulraj. And Christopher, if you're there, do we have Christopher?
Yes. Hi. Yeah, I say a great honour to receive the award. And first, I'd like to thank IGEM for the award and for persevering in organising the award ceremony during this difficult time with COVID and everything. I'd also like to thank a few people, Vince Doggett, Steve Wright and Neil Jackson, and many other of the other Gadget engineers that have mentored and guided me through my career so far. Richard Thomas of RWT Flow Stopping Services, and Steve Maddox, Ken Snell, John Blake of K&S Pipe Contractors, who gave me my first start in the industry. And lastly, my father, for all the mentoring, advice, hard work, and showing me how to succeed in this career path. And again, honoured. Thank you very much. And it's a lot of people that have got me to this point.
Brilliant, thanks Christopher. Thank you both of you. Congratulations for winning such a prestigious award. Thank you. Right, okay, next up we have the Safety Award, which is sponsored by the Gas Industry Safety Group.
Safety Award, sponsored by the Gas Industry Safety Group. And the shortlisted nominees are Gas Distribution Strategic Partnership, West Midlands Contracts Area, Balfour Beatty. Design Safety Initiative, Gas Networks Ireland. Demanding Safety Always, Wales and West Utilities. The Safety Awards 2021.
Okay, let's meet the nominees for this award. There they are. Right, we just have one winner for this award. The judges acknowledge them for their continued efforts and overall approach to safety. They have the industry's lowest lost time injury rate and a record low for cable strikes. Their just safety culture encourages everyone to take personal responsibility for their actions, with opportunities for learning from every incident. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents also gave them the ROSPA Gold Award for the 6th consecutive year. So congratulations. Here is the envelope. And the winner of the Safety Award is Wales and West Utilities for demanding safety always. Congratulations to everyone involved at Wales and West Utilities. Mark Benton, I think you're there from Wales and West Utilities, here to accept the award.
I am. That's fantastic news. Firstly, congratulations to the other companies shortlisted for the award, of course. But to be recognised by our peers is a real honour, and we are proud to receive this award. Our business is all about our people. Their safety, their health, their well-being is paramount, and obviously helps to ensure we continue to deliver the very best service to our customers. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, IGEM. We're absolutely delighted.
Brilliant. Thanks very, very much indeed. Congratulations to you and your team. Right, next award is for Project of the Year. Let's have a look at the VT.
Project of the Year. And the shortlisted nominees are OSS Project, undertaken by Lagoni Engineering in collaboration with National Grid Gas Transmission. Asset Investment Planning Project, undertaken by National Grid Gas Transmission. Gas to the West, undertaken by SGN Natural Gas, in collaboration with Mutual Energy. Albert Court Gas Mains Replacement, delivered by Trio. Green City Vision, undertaken by Wales and West Utilities and Progressive Energy in collaboration with Scottish and Southern Electricity Networks and UK Power Networks. The Project of the Year 2021.
I'm so happy I'm not judging this. I don't know how you judge such fantastic projects and such fantastic teams, but here we go. Let's meet the nominees for this award. There we are. Right, okay, it's a big one. Project of the Year, a project that stood out for the judges. It was one that delivered significant business improvement, which included new ways of working and projected savings of 10.5 million. It integrated new software to map assets and investments onto a single platform where they can be optimized to maximize value whilst meeting the constraints influencing a gas utility business. The solution is part of a new process that will effectively plan and optimize all work undertaken by the organisation to meet its strategic safety, regulatory and commercial obligations. The winner is of Project of the Year, Asset Investment Planning Project undertaken by National Grid Gas Transmission. Congratulations to you. We should. There's you get some lovely confetti there. There we go. Wonderful, brilliant. We've got Neil Tansley. Could you come forward if you're there and accept the award on behalf of your team?
Yeah, can everyone hear me okay?
We can, although you might want to just shift your webcam a little bit.
No, my video's frozen.
I see. Okay, there we go. That's better. We can. Yeah, there we go. We can see it. Excellent.
I'll do my best. Okay. Yeah. I know it's a bit like an Oscar ceremony. I'm not going to start crying. Don't worry. But I'm very surprised. This is a genuine team effort. I'm here just representing the user base. It's been a real team effort involving our IT team, who kind of led the kind of agile process. They helped us to put it in so kind of quickly and painlessly. The Copperleaf team, who've done a fantastic job in supporting the project, and they put a couple of people on site for a fair amount of time, so they're away from kind of family and friends and stuff like that. And then to all the people in the business who've actually taken on the product and worked really, really hard to kind of deliver the benefits from it. So thanks to all those people. I'm here as a front person, so yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you all very much.
Brilliant, thanks. This is much more glamorous than the Oscars, Neil, clearly. Much more glamorous.
It is, isn't it?
I'm disappointed we haven't had any tears yet, or sort of people thanking their agents and their drama.
Maybe when the camera goes off.
Okay. Brilliant, thank you very much. Congratulations to you and the team. Where are we? Number 6. Gosh, we're rattling through. This is the Customer Service Awards. Let's have a look at the Customer Service Award.
Customer Service Award, and the shortlisted nominees are the Orange Angels, Cadent Eastern Network; Customer Service Team, Cadent West Midlands; Emergency Service Team, Wales and West Utilities. The Customer Service Award 2021.
Fabulous stuff. Customer service is so important. Let's have a look at the Customer Service Award nominees, if they're there. Here we go. Hello, everyone, wherever you are. Give me your glamour. Why is no one like... You guys should have like green screens within hot tubs and the Bahamas and... Anyway. Okay, the winner of this award reacted to the need of their customers at a particularly difficult time through extensive use of technology, communication, personnel, and around-the-clock commitment to the community, and the winner went above and beyond to resolve the issues for over 26,000 customers. So, here we go. Drum roll, please. The Customer Service Award this year goes to the Orange Angels Cadence Eastern Network. So congratulations to you. Darren Elsom, could you please come forward and do some gushing as you accept the award on behalf of your team?
Not sure about gushing, but delighted to accept this award on behalf of the Eastern Network in Cadent. And really, I'm accepting it on behalf of about 200 staff that work tirelessly over a number of days, and to be adopted by the local community and for them to call us their angels. That speaks volumes when you consider that some of them didn't have a gas supply for a few days. So no complaints, hundreds of accolades. The team did great, and I accept it on my staff's behalf. So thank you very much.
Excellent. And congratulations to everyone so far. It's been such a difficult year. So every kind of award, everything you are nominated for is sort of doubled this year as far as I'm concerned. So congratulations. Okay, right, we are halfway through the awards, and it's clear how those within the industry are constantly striving to make improvements and always considering the end user. And so I'm going to look forward to announcing the rest of the winners in the second half of the programme, but I've now got the pleasure of welcoming our guest speaker, Jonathan Brearley. Jonathan became Ofgem's Chief Executive Officer last year, and he has wide-ranging energy sector experience, having led the electricity market reform as the Director for Energy Markets and Networks at DECC. Prior to this, he was Director of the Office of Climate Change, a cross-government strategy unit focused on climate change and energy issues, where he led the development of the Climate Change Act. Earlier in his career, Jonathan was Senior Advisor in the Prime Minister's Strategy Unit. He holds a bachelor degree in Maths and Physics from Glasgow University and a master's degree in Economics from Cambridge. So, Jonathan, over to you.
So, thanks very much. Can I check? Can everybody hear and see me?
We can see you perfectly. Your microphone's a little bit wobbly.
Okay, well, look, I'll speak slowly, so just jump in if I start cutting out. Look, I just want to say, first of all, thank you very much to IGEM for inviting me today. And I've just been sat here listening to all of the various awards you're offering today. And it just reminds me of the incredible work that the sector as a whole, but particularly this part of the sector, does on behalf of its customers. So just listening to the, the pipelines we've built, the projects we've supported, the work we do to respond to customers through customer service, and indeed the work we do to protect the most vulnerable through the Keynote Foundation. I just want to start off by saying how incredibly personally proud I am of the industry as a whole, but particularly of the work that all of you have done within it. And never more so than the last year that we've had. And I know many of you who've been dialing in today have gone absolutely above and beyond the call of duty. I'm sure many of you, like Ofgem employees, have been trying to balance family commitments, working virtually and working from home. But you guys have gone further in many cases. You've had to be out there making sure the system worked as a whole and taking risks that, quite frankly, people like me who've been a little bit more comfortable have not had to do so. So I want to start by saying, we don't say it enough. You are not as recognised as you should be as a big part of the way this country has got so far through the COVID crisis. And I'm really excited to be here today and to reflect with all of you on the achievements that you've made. Now, we have done a lot. We've done a lot for many, many years, particularly in the last year. But I think everyone here knows we've got a lot to do. So there's a huge amount we've got to do to look after our customers towards the end of the COVID crisis. But equally, I'm sure, like me, all of us are beginning to think about that long-term future and what the sector might look like as we make that transition to net zero. One thing I should point out, and you mentioned my sort of career history, I came into energy from a climate change policy perspective, and we Ofgem believe that getting to net zero and meeting our climate goals is as fundamental a part of our duties to customers as making sure people are looked after today. And really, we see our role as being, if you like, the customer champion, or the person who's going to make sure that this transition happens, but happens in the interest of customers. Now, I think this is an incredibly exciting time to be working in the gas sector, because we've seen the debates over time begin to evolve. We've seen the debate and the evolution of the electricity system. We're beginning to see changes in the gas system, but we're all really beginning to talk in earnest about how we're going to change our heating, both for our homes and for heavy industry. And I think that has huge significance for all of you here today in terms of how we work in the future. Now, the honest answer is, we Ofgem don't believe as yet there is one single silver bullet solution to the heating problem. We think that there are lots of viable technologies and lots of alternative pathways. And what we do see that we need to do now is to work very closely with you to make sure we get sufficient innovation in this sector, to make sure that we can understand all the different options around how we get low carbon heating, and make sure we understand their trade-offs and can roll them out. Now, I'm sure many of you have been involved in some of the conversations about hydrogen, but there's some really exciting work in government through the 10-point plan, but also with us as the regulator, to make sure that we're aware of those options and that we can support them through our innovation programs. There are some incredible things we've already done. Just to highlight one thing, we've had the H100 project in Fife, the first of its kind that's going to deliver 100% green hydrogen generation, storage and distribution to 300 homes. And the reason why I think that project in particular is a good exemplar is it shows the end-to-end system. So it shows not only how we produce the stuff, not only how we pipe the stuff, but how that stuff impacts on people's homes and how people will live in a low carbon gas world. So as we look forward and as we think about our future regulation of the network, we are thinking very hard about how we can support you to do our day job, to make sure that we do keep the system going to the incredible kind of safety and reliability standards we've had in the past, but equally that we can support this innovation further to make sure that we make that transition to a lower carbon heating system of some kind. So, when I think about us going forward, I think this is a very exciting time for Ofgem to work with many of you in the industry. I do expect that the work we're doing in innovation and the work the government is pushing forward in its heat building and building strategy and its hydrogen strategy will set more direction for all of us to get behind and make sure we make this part of the transition. In a sense, that's why we retain not only a large strategic innovation fund, but also a network innovation allowance that will allow us to play our part in trialling and testing and really setting up at scale the solutions of the future. Now, the other thing I would say is because that future is uncertain, we're also thinking about how we change the way we regulate. Now, if I look back to previous price controls, so previous ways in which we've agreed the funding and the goals for the industry, they're pretty fixed, they're pretty rigid. You know, if I was to simplify it in my little sort of simple Jonathan Brearley world, we agree a lump of cash, we agree a set of targets, and then we generally come back in 5 years' time and see where we got to with both before designing the next one. And actually what we're saying now is we need these price controls to be more adaptable. The world is going to move fast in ways that we can't predict. So we want to make sure that the regulations we put in place, the funding that we support the industry through, and indeed the targets that we ask back from the industry are adaptable as that system changes. And so therefore we have really designed Rio to be able to do that and to do that for the next phase. So in terms of network regulation, we've sort of got to the end of our decision making on the price control. I know there's some disputes we're resolving through the CMA, but we Ofgem are ready to work with all of you to design the system of the future and make sure we can follow the pathway to get there. Now, network regulation is not the only place in which Ofgem is thinking about these issues. I should sort of mention that across the system as a whole, we're thinking hard about how we can design a market that's going to work for customers in 5 or 10 years' time. And that absolutely is going to involve thinking how they buy and sell low carbon gas in the future. The last thing I do want to mention, though, is eServe and the RHI, and really how that's going to evolve over time. So Ofgem has a really important role alongside its regulation in delivering schemes on behalf of government that really have been supporting new green technologies. So, for example, the non-domestic renewable heat incentive scheme, which closed to new participants in April, really has provided a boost to renewable heating systems such as biomass boilers, heat pumps, and solar thermal insulation. It also helps support biogas production for heat. The scheme has been the start of our attempts to diversify heat supply away from the fossil fuel-led systems, but also supporting these low carbon technology supply chains that I've mentioned previously, including low carbon gas. We're now working with government about what's going to replace that RHI scheme. And there are two things I just want to mention now. The first is the Green Gas Support Scheme, which intends to increase the proportion of green gas on the grid, again, making that transition to a low carbon gas system. We're expected to launch that in autumn of this year. And the Clean Heat Grant that is expected to help domestic and small commercial properties install heat pumps and in some circumstances, biomass systems. And that's planned to be launched in spring of next year. So all I'd say overall as a regulator is net zero is a huge challenge for all of us across the energy sector. I hope we can all embrace this challenge. And really, to echo what I said earlier, I see it as an enormous opportunity for this part of the sector to lead decarbonisation by driving innovation that not only reduces our emissions, but also keeps down customer bills. The Ofgem board and I know how much work goes into maintaining our world-class system, but also in terms of innovating for the future. So it's fantastic to see so much of that hard work recognised in these awards today. The last thing I would mention, just coming back to the start of this, I am incredibly proud of what this sector has achieved through COVID. I'm incredibly proud of the way we've worked across boundaries to do what we are best at, looking after the interests of customers. And I genuinely believe it's that spirit that will allow us to make that huge transition to a net zero world and to do so in a way that looks after our customers along the way. So thank you for having me here today. It's brilliant to hear all of you that have won awards, and congratulations to all of you. It's a small sample of what I know is a much, much bigger picture of the wider work across the sector. But I look forward to working with you all to make the next step in this huge change we're seeing across the energy sector. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Actually, the word you said there, I think is really important, is opportunity. You know, as we head towards net zero, challenging times, but also very, very exciting times too, I think, for anybody who's working in this sector. So again, congratulations to everyone who's being mentioned and nominated and winning prizes today. A pleasure. Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, we've got about halfway through the awards. We're going to start with the next half of awards now. So good luck to all the finalists who we're going to be talking about now. Our seventh award is the Product of the Year award, and this is sponsored by Morrison Energy Services. So let's have a look at that little film.
Product of the Year, sponsored by Morrison Energy Services. And the shortlisted nominees are C55 Asset Investment Planning and Management, developed by Copperleaf Technologies. Mechanical Purge End Fitting, developed by Plassen in collaboration with Cadent and Rosen. Microstop, developed by Rivetti in collaboration with SGN and Pipetech Pipeline Technology. ServiceCam, developed by Synthotech. The Product of the Year 2021.
Right, let's have a look at the nominees for this award. There they are, fantastic. And as I open my envelope, okay, it's a mouthful. Product of the Year award goes to C55 Asset Investment Planning and Management, developed by Copperleaf Technologies in collaboration with Northern Gas Networks, National Grid Transmission and SGN. Plus, there are two winners. Mechanical Purge End Fitting, developed by Plassen in collaboration with Cadent, in collaboration with Cadent and Rosen. I hope I said all that right. The C55 investment planning and management solution delivered major enhancement. The product was adopted across a number of gas distribution network organisations, providing the ability to predict, monetize and optimise assets and portfolios across the network, feeding into investment strategies. The mechanical purge end fitting has been recognised for its product development and the level of collaboration involved with two organisations. It provides significant time savings without compromise to safety and the ability to be reused up to 50 times more than previous methods. So we have Dr. Demetrius Onofriou of Copperleaf, if you are there, to come forward and say a few words and accept your well-deserved award.
Thank you very much. Very proud and a great pleasure to receive the award, and just a massive thank you to SGN, NGN and National Grid Gas Transmission. It was great working with all three companies, and we're very proud to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Now let's hear from Duncan Fisher of Plassen.
Thank you very much indeed, IGEM. We're very proud to receive this award. It's been a remarkable journey for us as a development company. We have a very strong team of engineers who made this possible, but it was not possible without the support of Cadent particularly, and indeed the technical input from Rosen, who were real stars in this also. So very much a joint effort, and thank you for this award.
Brilliant, thanks very much. I hope I'm getting all the company names and acronyms right. Normally when I do the Oscars, it's much easier because it's just Tom Cruise, you know, and that's easier to say. But anyway, congratulations to all of you for Product of the Year. Next, we have the Innovation Award, sponsored by SGN.
The Innovation Award, sponsored by SGN. And the shortlisted nominees are: development of a pure hydrogen boiler, Baxi Heating; HyDeploy from the HyDeploy Consortium; Virtual Trial Hole Assistant, Morrison Energy Services. The Innovation Award 2021.
Brilliant. Let's meet the nominees for this award. There they are. Okay, with a focus towards net zero by 2050, the Innovation Award is a category that is sure to feature some truly innovative products, services and solutions. And this year's winner firmly set their target on 100% hydrogen gas, and with the involvement of key industry stakeholders, developed a groundbreaking solution as part of this very important need. So, well done to Baxi Heating, development of a pure hydrogen boiler. Congratulations to Baxi Heating. There we go. Jeff House, we have from Baxi Heating, is here with a few words.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you. I'm absolutely delighted to accept this award on behalf of a really dedicated team of engineers and other people across the business who are working tirelessly. I mean, it's the start of a journey. I think I'd like to say it's a shame we're not at a hotel in London, which we usually would be for this type of event. So this is a bit of a weird change, sat at home with a tie on, but there we go. I think I'd like to thank not only our internal team, all the stakeholders we've worked with, really. So we've had some great collaboration with GDNs, especially the Hyperheat team. So that's Arup Consulting, and the Bayes Innovation team in particular have been a great help with some of the work here. So I think really on the net zero piece, it's really critical that we continue to generate options that work for the end user, options that are going to be compatible with our housing stock. And we firmly believe that hydrogen has a long way to go and will actually form a key part of that mix. So watch this space, and we'll hopefully be talking in the future about some larger successful trials when we come around to these awards again. Thank you again.
Brilliant. Thank you very, very much. I feel your tie pain. I haven't worn a tie. I haven't worn anything really for a year, certainly not a shirt. I even ironed this today. So there you go. Right, next up we have the Leadership Award, sponsored by Cadent. Let's have a look at the VT.
Leadership Award, sponsored by Cadent. And the shortlisted nominees are Ernie MacDonald, General Manager, Fernox. Maxine Long, Head of Metering, National Grid Metering. Danny O'Malley, Director, SGN Natural Gas. The Leadership Award 2021.
Thank you very much. Let's have a look at the nominees for this award. There they are. Brilliant. Well, this year's winner stood out for their 3 decades of management and leadership. Their strategic focus has been crucial to the delivery of several complex engineering challenges. They supported the need to address fuel poverty, as well as an affordable decarbonised future for commercial and domestic users. This is across one of the largest infrastructure projects ever undertaken in Northern Ireland. And the winner is, of the Leadership Award, Danny O'Malley, Director of SGN Natural Gas. Congratulations, Danny. If you'd like to come forward and say a few words.
First of all, I'm absolutely shocked to receive this award, so thank you very much, and congratulations to Maxine and Ernie for being selected for this category as well. Thanks must go to my Chief Exec, John Murray, and my Managing Director, John Loban, who trusted in me to become the first employee of SGN Natural Gas back in 2015 and make us the third distribution business in Northern Ireland. So thanks to them for, as I say, putting their trust in me. Secondly, to the management team that was set up over there to quickly drive the business forward. That's David, Darren, Chris and Mary, without whom we couldn't have achieved what we achieved. And finally, to the whole team in Lurgan, this award that I've received is a reflection of their efforts, not my efforts. Nothing that was achieved over there by myself could have been achieved without them. So thanks to everybody involved in SGN Natural Gas and Lurgan, and good luck for everything for the future. Thank you, guys.
Brilliant. Thanks, Danny. Congratulations to you. And now we come to the much coveted Company of the Year award, which is sponsored by Town Gas.
Company of the Year, sponsored by Town Gas. And the shortlisted nominees are SGN, SGN Natural Gas, ULC Robotics. The Company of the Year 2021.
And these are the nominees. The 2021 Company of the Year winner has collaborated with many of the other award nominees we've heard from today, and their submission showed their commitment to growing a diverse workforce. Technical expertise and safety awareness were 2 of the attributes that enabled them to grow their operations. Their investments have led to safer working conditions, decreased disruption, and minimised project emissions, helping to set new standards. And the winner is, of Company of the Year, ULC Robotics. Congratulations to the team at ULC Robotics. I think we've got Graham Cleaton to come forward to accept the award and say a few words.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's get rid of this confetti out in my hair. Won't be a second.
It suits you, don't worry, it's very fetching.
Wow, absolutely staggering. We are so pleased. A big wow, but a massive thanks to the awarding bodies for this award. We are so pleased as a business, and I'd like to recognise a few people who played a part of that. And first and foremost, I'd like to mention the regulator, Ofgem, because without them, we probably wouldn't have been working as a business in the UK. Very, very closely followed by SGN, who was very much the instigator of bringing us and supporting us in the UK to give us that opportunity. And then last but not least, Gadget, who've been a massive supporter of the technology and given us all the opportunities that we've delivered over the past few years. And finally, a massive thanks to the team. You know, we have really brought a lot of new people into the industry, which I'm so pleased about, and a massive thanks on behalf of everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who's been nominated or has won an award tonight in a particularly difficult year. Absolutely amazing. It's been wonderful to hear your stories. We actually have one more award tonight. I said 10 at the beginning, I lied, there's 11. And that is for outstanding contribution to the gas industry. This is the Lifetime Achievement Award that recognises individuals whose outstanding performance and sustained commitment to excellence throughout their career has made a significant contribution to the success of the organisations that they have worked for and for the gas sector in general. And the recipient of this very, very special Lifetime Achievement Award, my final envelope, is David Lander, the Managing Director, David Lander Consulting. Congratulations. For many years, David has been and continues to be a key advocate of and contributor to the gas industry. Widely recognised as independent and free-thinking, David has supported almost every aspect of gas quality in some shape or form with integrity and enthusiasm. And as such, on behalf of the industry, we believe he richly deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. David's worked in the natural gas business for over 40 years, having joined the National British Gas Corporation in 1974, and much of this time has been in a research and development environment, initially with British Gas Research and Development Division, and later with BG Technology. It was here that he honed his chemistry skills, allowing him to become a chartered chemist and a member of the Royal Society of Chemistry. David's career included work for the National Grid Transco, then National Grid, and is now an independent consultant in national gas quality and energy measurement. He's a leading participant in the BSI ISO Standards Committee on Natural Gas and Gas Analysis. He's a UK representative on CEN working groups, currently developing European standards for natural gas quality and biomethane for grid injection. Of special note is the work he undertook in 2013. He performed a key role in the Oban project, and this was a seminal project looking at changes in gas quality in the UK for the first time since the early 1980s. His insights and analysis were key components in the success of the project. David, with input from other organisations, also developed the quantitative risk assessment model. His contribution to the deployment of hydrogen blends within the UK gas grid has been instrumental in current gas quality standards and the exemptions within those. And as such, we, on behalf of the industry, believe he richly deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. So there we go. I think a few words from David, if you're there.
Well, thank you very much. It is a pleasure to be recognised in this way. Recognition by your peers is an extremely special thing. So I'd like to thank IGEM for the award, but also I'd like to thank all of the people that I've worked with it's now 47 years in the gas industry. So and in particular, I found that the trick really is to surround yourself with extremely able people. And I've managed to successfully do that in those 47 years. And it's a very salutary thing, really, that now when now I'm working with people who actually weren't born when I joined the gas industry. So it's been an exciting time, and I'm working with people from across the entire industry is what keeps it worthwhile. So thank you very much for that award.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Dave. 47 years. I want to, whatever moisturizer you're using, it's doing. I want some of it. Congratulations. It's an incredible career you've had. Finally, all that remains is for me to introduce IGEM's President-elect, Ben Clark, who's going to say a few words to formally close this afternoon's proceedings. Ben.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ben Clark, IGEM's President-elect. Firstly, I'd like to say well done to all of our finalists. We're fortunate to be working with such inspiring, talented and innovative individuals and organisations. Today's event would not have been possible without our award sponsors, so a huge thank you goes to Cadent, GISG, Morrison Energy Services, Radius Systems, SGN, Town Gas and Wales in the West Utilities. I'd also like to thank our guest speaker, Jonathan Brearley, CEO of Ofgem, for this year's Industry Talk, and also our host, Dallas Campbell, for comparing this year's Gas Industry Awards. The final thanks must go to the IGEM and EUA teams for all their work behind the scenes promoting and delivering today's event, and of course, to all of you for joining us. Please save the date for next year's Gas Industry Awards. Join us on the 11th of May at the Hilton Park Lane, and make sure to get involved. Submit a nomination when they open towards the end of this year, and you could also sponsor an awards category. I look forward to seeing you all there. Many thanks again. Thank you.
And thank you, Ben. Thank you very much indeed. I want to say, firstly, on my behalf, thank you very much to everyone at IGEM for putting on this this virtual live award ceremony in this particularly difficult year. Thank you very, very much to our brilliant technical team who've done such a fantastic job putting it on. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to be here and hear some of your stories in a sector that I care very much about. So thank you very, very much. We'll see you next year, excitingly, in Park Lane. Until then, from me, cheerio.